Hey everybody, how's it going? Chris here, just giving you guys another update on the Gouldians and the successes that we've had this last week. So just start here with the Blueback pair that we have. As you saw in the video last week, I think I showed you the video last week, they have 3 chicks in the nest. They're doing great. Chicks are begging, they're healthy and strong. They already have pin feathers. They're starting to look like actual Gouldian finches, and so excited for them. This is been a great pair. They've hatched 3 babies out each round and have raised them, and you know, their chicks are some of the biggest chicks that I have out of all the babies this year so far, and so I've been really grateful for these guys and the outcome that we've had. And so this will be their last time breeding. So once the chicks hop out of the nest, I will get rid of the nest box so the hen can't lay another clutch, and once the chicks start to wean, I'll separate the cock and the hen and put the babies out in the flight with the others and kind of go that route and start to give them a rest, and a much needed rest. And so this pair here, this is my Redheaded pair. They are split to Blueback. So this is the pair that I had down in this bottom corner, and as I've mentioned in several of my past videos, that you know, this bottom row I just haven't had a whole lot of success, and so I've wanted to move pairs up to the top rows or into other cages. And so they've taken a liking to the nest box and have built it up. The hen's been in there quite a bit, so probably within these next few days I'm expecting her to lay some eggs, and you know, I'm hoping for a better outcome, hoping that they will sit on their eggs. And you know, I'm not worried about a fertility issue because their eggs have been fertile. It's just continuing to sit on the eggs. And so I think up here where it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit warmer, I think we'll have some better success with them, and so I'm excited for that. Down here we have our Orangehead pair. They also were on the bottom row. They were down here in this middle cage, and I moved them up, and they are sitting on 4 eggs right now. 2 of the 4 are fertile. Excuse me. 2 of the 4 are fertile. She's sitting strong. She's about 7 days into it. So, and I'm hoping that she'll hatch them out. So I think so far we're going the right direction. So I think just these upper cages, they get a little bit more light, and they can kind of tell when the sun goes down, because my windows get dark and they start to roost. And so I think it just gives them a little bit better sense of time and where we're at, and they can get in the nest boxes before the lights go out. And so, and it's warmer for them, and so I think all around we're just having better luck with it. So hoping for some chicks here, get some more orange heads from us, and I think it'll be something good to look forward to in the future. That's the male there preening himself and enjoying his time alone while the hen sits on the eggs. And so, and he's been a great male. He helps incubate the eggs, he helps feed the hen, so he does really good. So here's my Yellowback and Redback or Greenback pair. They've been my best and most prolific pair this breeding season so far. So they do have 3 chicks that have all fledged. See if we can somehow get them here with the lights. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I can see one there right next to the hen. And then the other 2 in the back. They're in the back. Sorry, you can't really see it very good with the lighting, so I don't know if we came down and did like an upper angle. Nope, not really. Not really giving it to us, is it? Anyway, so there's 3 chicks in there. All 3 of them are yellow. So I did make a mistake as far as genetics go. I thought that this pair, I must have done some miscalculations. I thought that from this pair, any of my Yellowbacks would automatically be females. So I went back and did some research and looked it up, and I'm actually wrong on that. I can get male and female Yellowbacks, but of certain colors of the head. So on the males, I can get a Redhead and an Orangehead Yellowback male. And then the females, all of the yellow females will be Blackhead. So, and that's just due to the colors of the parents' heads and whatnot. And so, so once my chicks wean and they molt, I'll be able to at least tell on my Yellowbacks which ones are males and which ones are females. All my black-headed Yellowbacks would be females, and all of my red and orange-headed Yellowbacks would be males. So I also learned that my hen here is split to Orangehead, and that my male purple breast here down there, he is split to white breast. So he is an orange tip, so he's a blackhead, orange tip beak, which means genetically he's an orange head. But I didn't know that my hen was split to orange until, here's all the babies in the flight. They have one of these babies. I'm trying to see which one. The one up here on the very far left is one of the dilute males that is from this pair, and he's getting a couple orange feathers on his head. So he's going to be an orange head. So that tells me that my hen is split to orange head. So I'm pretty excited about that. That means I can possibly get all 3 head colors on my males and females of these babies, and so that's really cool. It's something I didn't know. I have bred this hen. This is her 3rd year breeding for me, but I've always had her breeding with other redheads, and so I've never gotten any orange head babies from her because she's been breeding with other redheads that aren't split to orange head or yellow head. And so that was a cool find for me. And you know, Gouldian genetics, they can get pretty complicated, and they can have a lot of hidden genes in them. And so I thought that was something pretty cool. You know, I'm hoping that I'll get a male that's a Yellowback and a yellow head, and so I think that would be something really cool. I haven't had one of those yet, and so be looking forward to that. And here we have our male redhead. See him feeding his babies. He's an awesome father. He's doing great. Feeding all 4 chicks on his own. The hen passed away a few weeks back, and you know, he's taking it like a champ, and he's finishing the birds. And actually the babies are starting to eat by themselves. You know, I give them another 4 days and they'll probably be weaned. So hopefully that'll be good, and we can put the babies out in the flight with the others, and we'll be giving the male a break. So he'll be done for the year. So excited for that, and hope that we can keep these babies alive. And like I've mentioned in previous videos, all 4 of these babies could be a different head color. So we could get redhead, blackhead, and yellowhead from these babies. So that'll hopefully be something really fun, and something that we can look forward to in the future. So and then down here, so I do have my last pair of Gouldians. There's the female. There she is. So they've been sitting really tight on eggs, and I wanted to move them up to the upper flights like my other 2 pairs, but they had already started laying and sitting. So you know, I just didn't want to disturb them. I figured, you know what, we're just gonna give them this last round, and if it doesn't work out, so be it, and I'll split them up for the year and they'll be done. So I did open up the cage, so now they have the 2 flights that they can fly to. They seem to like that a lot better, and they've been sitting really tight. And as you can see, I have my Christmas lights here, so those turn on at night to give them enough light to make it back into their nest when lights turn out. And so hopefully that'll help them and give them what they need, and they'll be able to hatch out their chicks. So you know, this nest is really hard for me to get to, just how I designed it and put it in. It's real poor design as far as checking the nest. So to be honest with you, I don't know how many eggs they're sitting on, or if any of them are fertile or not. And so probably within this next week I'll check. I just didn't want to disturb them. They seem to be sitting really tight, and tighter than any of their past clutches that they've laid. And so, you know, I figured maybe, you know, let's not disturb what's going good. And you know, their last eggs were fertile, so I shouldn't have to worry about fertility, but so we'll see. But so So yeah, so that's the Gouldian pairs. They're doing really good for us, and so we'll give you a final shot here on the babies up here.